Hello everyone and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture we're going to be installing VMware, alright? So that is going to be our virtualization software for the course and that is depending on whether or not you're going to use Metasploitable 2 as your target or operating system for the purpose of the course. Now if you do choose to go your own route and configure your own server for testing or your own network range for testing, by all means go ahead and do so. But if you're a beginner, I would really recommend that you go ahead and follow what I do and use a vulnerable operating system, an operating system that is designed to be vulnerable, which is the Metasploitable 2, and you can learn a lot about targets and how to scan for specific vulnerabilities or how to scan for ports, and there's a lot that we're going to be covering. Okay, so again, why am I saying use VMware and not other virtualization softwares like VirtualBox? The reason is because Metasploitable 2 works on VMware, alright? It's configured to run on VMware, and it's really much better to use VMware than VirtualBox. That is my personal opinion, okay? So if you're using Windows or Linux, then you can just go directly to the VMwarePage.com, which is www.vmware.com, alright? And let me just consent to cookies there. Alright, so it's a beautiful website and you might be asking yourself, well, what do I do now? Well, we want to get a version of VMware downloaded so that we can get it installed. Okay, now selecting the correct version is very, very important. Why do I say this? Well, there are two main reasons why I say this, and that's because a lot of people usually like to go with Workstation Pro, right? Without noticing or realizing that it is a subscription or a license-based software, which means that you have to pay for the license to use it. Okay, so VMware does offer the free version, which is Workstation Player, which I do recommend if you're just getting started with virtualization. Okay, you know, when you're learning about virtualization, it's very important to go with the basics and then move your way up. So again, Workstation Pro is probably directed at people who are using virtual machines a lot and probably, you know, using them more than I would say doing anything else. So again, I would recommend going with Workstation Player. But if you're already experienced with virtualization and you want to try the Workstation Pro, by all means, go ahead. So going back to Workstation Player, just click on it. As you can see, it's under free product downloads. You'll be able to use it as long as you want without any issues. Alright, so once we clicked on it, and it'll take you to this download page, and the download page is going to offer you a few options. So you have your download for your Windows 64-bit operating systems, and your you have your Workstation Player for Linux. So you can go ahead and download that. The links are here, and it's about 90.6 megabytes and 100 for Linux. So don't worry about that. Just go ahead and hit download, and it's a really simple setup. I'm not going to show you how to install it because it's really very simple. And once you have it installed, we'll move on to the next lecture where we'll be downloading and installing Metasploitable 2, which is the most important part. Alright, so I'll be seeing you in the next lecture.